Doug Horne. He's worked with President Clinton on CIA and FBI releasing classified documents on the Kennedy assassination. And he's written books, and I got to hear him speak, and that's why I'm making this skit today, based on Doug Horne. Okay. Now, scene one is Parkland Hospital in Dallas, Texas. And the president is brought in, and the doctors will try to save his life, and they will comment about his wounds. Okay. I'm Dr. Perry, and I'm the main doctor that got to work on President Kennedy, trying to save his life. And as all of us Parkland doctors noticed, there were two significant things which we reported on in the paper and in television. One thing we noticed, a significant wound entering the president's throat. And another thing we noticed was a baseball-sized, not a softball, but a hardball, wound in the back of the president's head. These were two significant wounds. And the wound in the throat was kind of interfered a little bit. I had to do a tracheotomy, or however you say, to save his life. But okay, thank you. But of course he died. So then what we said, let's do an autopsy. The president's dead, let's do an autopsy. And I'm a Secret Service agent, and I have an automatic, it's a very powerful gun, assault rifle. You're not doing an autopsy here. We're taking the president's body. We're going to do an autopsy. You're not going to. I'm Dr. Rose. I'm in charge here at Parkland Hospital. The Texas law is he died in Texas, we do an autopsy in Texas. We at Parkland Hospital, we have a lot of qualified doctors. We're ready to do an autopsy right now. Listen, you jerk. We're going to take the body if we have to walk over yours. So. The next scene is at Parkland, is at Bethesda Naval Hospital. Naval Hospital in Maryland, close to Washington, D.C. And there, at 6:30, the body of President Kennedy will arrive at Bethesda Hospital. I'm Tom Robinson, and I brought the body, I'm the mortician that brought President Kennedy's body to Bethesda Naval Hospital. And then I stayed around and I watched what happened, and I reported on it later. I'm Tom Robinson, the mortician. I'm Dr. Humes. I have never in my life done an autopsy. No experience whatever. But I'm a naval doctor, and I have been told what to do, and I'm going to do it. So the body, President Kennedy comes in at 6:30. We're going to prepare it for the autopsy. And the first thing, what I had to do, I had to saw open the president's head so we could remove any evidence of bullets coming from the front or any other direction. We had to make it so that the president's body only show evidence of shots from upper behind. That's the only one. And I did 4 autopsy reports because I kept getting it wrong. And the first time I did an autopsy report, I said there was 3 shots coming from behind. And I was corrected. Well, first of all, it took us from 6:30 to 8 o'clock before we actually started the autopsy. We had to get the president's body ready so that there would only be evidence of shots from behind. And as I said, we had to operate on the president's head. We had to put that back together after we'd sawed it open. We put hair back there and took photographs to make it look very good, like there's no wound in the back. And but 8 o'clock, we're ready to start the autopsy. And at that time, let's see what, I'm lost in my thought. Okay, pardon. So we had at 8:30 we started the autopsy. We worked till about 11:30. And as I say, I did 4 reports. First time I said there was 3 shots coming from the back, and then they told me, oh no, there can't be 3 shots, because don't forget Governor Connolly. So then I had to do the autopsy, which show there's only 2 shots coming from behind. And by the way, this is what I tell everybody, I burned all the notes in my fireplace at home, but I didn't want anybody to have bloody souvenirs of the assassination. That's what I tell everybody, I burned all the notes. So we finished the autopsy about 11:30, and 4 of them. Well, actually we did 2 or 3 of them later, but that's more or less how the autopsy of President Kennedy was done. I'm Dr. Boswell. Whoops, I should have turned around better. I'm Dr. Boswell, and I'm another naval doctor, and I helped Dr. Humes. I was second in the medical field, helping Dr. Boswell. Helping Dr. Humes. Okay. I'm Admiral Berkeley, and I was there during the autopsy to make sure everything's okay. And I'm Curtis LeMay. I was there too. And when they asked me, I'm Air Force Chief of Staff. And when they asked me, they said, a corporal come up to me and says, General, would you stop smoking your cigar? Because it's bothering the doctors. You know what I did? I blew smoke in his face. As I say, okay, now, one more thing. So a lot of times an autopsy generally is done to reveal the cause of death. For President Kennedy, the autopsy was done to conceal the cause of death. And that's all everybody wants. That's according to Douglas Horne. Horne is my main authority on that. Any comments, questions? Thank you very much.
Thank you.